Have you ever wondered to yourself that how these 18-year-old kids are entering world's greatest sport while most are going to college or something? Yep, I know that feeling, and let me tell you, it's not great. But let's just focus on today's agenda, shall we? So moving on to the 18-year-old we're going to talk about, Kimi Antonelli, Mercedes-AMG F1 team's chosen this kid to be the 7-time champion successor, to compete with George Russell in the 2025 season, which is an amazing addition for Formula One. But here's the kicker. Some are already comparing Antonelli to Ayrton Senna, calling him a once-in-a-generation talent. Others, however, think it's way too early for the young Italian to shoulder such massive expectations. After all, stepping into the shoes of a 7-time world champion like Lewis isn't just about speed. It's about composure, leadership, and handling the immense pressure of being the face of a team like Mercedes. To understand why Mercedes is putting their faith in this rising star, we need to go back in time and witness how he entered the world of motorsport and his journey throughout. Andrea Kimi Antonelli, born on August 25, 2006 in Bologna, Italy, seemed destined for motorsport greatness from the start. His roots in racing were deeply ingrained thanks to his father, a former racing driver and owner of Antonelli Motorsports, a name well known in Italian motorsport circles. However, Kimi's journey wasn't always set on this path. Initially, his father hoped Kimi would pursue football, envisioning a different kind of career for his son. But young Antonelli had other plans, driven by a natural talent and passion for motorsport that couldn't be ignored. Interestingly, while many assumed Kimi's name was inspired by the Finnish Formula One world champion, Kimi Räikkönen, it was actually suggested by a family friend, adding an ironic twist to his already intriguing story. From an early age, Kimi displayed a competitive spirit and a deep admiration for motorsport legends. He chose the number 12 for his racing career as a tribute to his idol, Ayrton Senna, the Brazilian icon whose legacy had inspired generations of drivers. This choice was more than symbolic. It was a reflection of Kimi's ambition to emulate Senna's artistry, fearlessness, and dominance on the track. His determination was evident when in 2014 he attended the Automobile Club d'Italia program, where his talent caught the eye of Giovanni Minardi, a prominent figure in Italian motorsport. Minardi recognized the raw potential in the young driver and quickly brought him under the wing of the Minardi management team. That same year, Kimi's talent began to shine brightly on the international stage. He clinched victory at the EasyKart International Grand Final in stunning fashion, charging from 22nd on the grid to take the win. It was a performance that not only showcased his incredible skill and composure, but also signaled to the motorsport world that a star was in the making. Kimi also showed consistency and promise in other karting events that season, laying the foundation for what would become a remarkable career trajectory. These early successes weren't just the result of raw talent. They were a testament to his work ethic, a trait he had inherited from his father and honed under the guidance of his team. Even as a child, Kimi displayed the qualities of a future champion. By 2017, Antonelli showcased his immense potential by winning the 3rd round of the Italian Karting Championship at Battipaglia, a moment that solidified him as a rising star in the karting scene. In 2018, Antonelli's career took a significant leap forward when he signed with the prestigious Junior team. This partnership marked the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship with the German manufacturer. That year, Antonelli dominated the karting circuit, claiming victories in the WSK Champions Cup, South Garda Winter Cup, and ROK Cup International Final, all in the mini class. He also secured a runner-up finish in the Italian Championship, proving his consistency across multiple series. By 2020, Antonelli transitioned into senior karting with remarkable success, winning the European Championship in his debut season, along with the WSK Euro season, all with Kart Republic. However, his season ended on a challenging note when he suffered a serious injury during the World Championship final at Portimao. Despite this setback, his efforts earned him the FAI Karting Rookie of the Year title, cementing his status as a future motorsports star. In 2021, just 3 weeks after his 15th birthday, Antonelli made his highly anticipated debut in junior formula racing. Driving for the esteemed Prima team, In the Italian F4 Championship, he impressed immediately, showing that his karting prowess translated seamlessly to single-seaters. The following year, he exploded onto the scene with a dominant campaign in Formula 4. Competing in both the Italian F4 and ADAC Formula 4 championships, Antonelli secured an astounding 22 wins from 35 starts, capturing both titles and leaving no doubt that he was ready for the next step in his career. Before his main European campaign, he took part in the inaugural Formula Regional Middle East Championship with the Mumbai Falcons. Antonelli wasted no time making an impact, securing 3 second-place finishes across the opening 2 rounds. These strong results propelled him to the top of the championship standings early on, setting the stage for a breakout season. Building on this success, Antonelli moved to the Formula Regional European Championship in 2023, joining the renowned Prima team. He was partnered with Lorenzo Fluxer and former F4 rival Rafael Camara, and quickly adapted to the higher level of competition. Despite his impressive pace, Antonelli himself acknowledged that his experience was still growing, mentioning that jumping straight into FIA Formula 3 might have been a step too soon. Yet his performances in Formula Regional proved he was already among the best. He claimed additional victories from pole position at both Mugello and Paul Ricard, and by the summer break, he had surged to the top of the standings, holding a narrow lead over Martinius Stenshaw. His consistency continued with another podium finish at the Red Bull Ring. In the end, Antonelli closed the season with 5 wins, 11 podiums and 4 pole positions, finishing a solid 39 points ahead of Stenzel. His remarkable achievements earned him recognition as the best driver in junior Formulae for 2023 by Formula Scout, further solidifying his reputation as one of the most exciting talents in motorsport. In 2024, Kimi Antonelli made an astonishing leap in his racing career, bypassing the FIA Formula 3 Championship altogether to jump straight into Formula 2 with Prema Racing. He was partnered with Ferrari Driver Academy's Oliver Behrman, marking the next big step in his journey toward Formula 1. Despite all the hype surrounding his rapid rise, Antonelli was careful not to set any unrealistic expectations for his rookie season, especially with rumors swirling about his potential F1 debut in 2025. Instead, he focused on gaining experience and learning the ropes of F2. Antonelli's debut season in Formula 2 was nothing short of impressive. He quickly adapted to the more complex machines and stiff competition. The highlight of his rookie campaign came at the iconic Silverstone circuit, where Antonelli secured his first ever F2 win in the sprint race. Just 2 weeks later, he added another victory in Hungary, becoming the youngest driver in the series history to claim multiple wins. This achievement further solidified his reputation as one of the brightest young talents in motorsport. By the end of the 2024 season, Antonelli had made 26 starts, finishing with 2 wins, 3 podiums and 4 fastest laps. His best result was a 6th place finish in the overall standings, a fantastic feat for a rookie. Although he didn't secure any pole positions, his consistent performances and rapid adaptation to the high-pressure environment of F2 Antonelli made his first official appearance in an F1 weekend during the 2024 Italian Grand Prix, participating in the first free practice session with George Russell's WF15. Despite an unfortunate spin at the final corner that saw him crash into the barriers, Antonelli set the fastest lap early in the session, a promising sign of his potential. Looking ahead, Antonelli is set to replace the legendary Lewis Hamilton at Mercedes for the 2025 season on a 1-year contract. His F1 debut is scheduled for the Australian Grand Prix, and he'll become the first Italian driver to race in Formula 1 since Antonio Giovinazzi in 2021. Mercedes' decision to promote Kimi Antonelli straight to their senior F1 team in 2025 is undoubtedly a bold and risky move. Typically, F1 rookies are given time to adjust to the sport in a lower-tier team or as a test/reserve driver before being thrust into a high-pressure environment. But in Antonelli's case, Mercedes is not just giving him a seat, it's in a car that has the potential to fight for championships. The expectations will be immense, and the team is essentially staking their title hopes on a rookie who has no prior experience in F1 races. If Antonelli doesn't perform, Mercedes will be in a tricky situation. The team can't do much mid-season to change his performance, since his seat is secured for a year, and with a team of Mercedes caliber, failure is simply not an option. If Antonelli struggles, it could be detrimental to the team's fight for both the drivers and constructors' championships. This is where Toto Wolff's strategic move of bringing back Valtteri Bottas as a reserve driver becomes interesting. Bottas, who has experience with Mercedes and has been a consistent performer, provides Mercedes with a safety net. If Antonelli fails to deliver, Bottas could be called up to replace him, offering a more stable and proven option to help the team stay in the championship fight. So while the future looks bright for Antonelli, and Mercedes is clearly betting on his potential, they're not leaving things to chance. With Bottas on standby, Mercedes is balancing risk with a backup plan. 2025 is shaping up to be one of the most exciting and unpredictable seasons in F1 history. The grid will be stacked with an incredible mix of seasoned veterans and promising rookies, making it a battle of experience versus raw talent.